Life Coach CW back at y'all live. I am live. I've been going live for a while on TikTok. I have been going live on my YouTube page because I was seeking to start my YouTube page. I was seeking to start my podcast, Urban Streets BOP Becoming Me, on my YouTube page. I will still be starting Urban Streets BOP Becoming Me. In fact, right now, me going live right now is a prequel into transitioning into Urban Streets BOP Becoming Me. So I'm back live. Uh, this is my first time on YouTube. I don't even really know how this works. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. I don't even know what's going on here. I don't even know. Ask your community. Oh yeah, I want to ask y'all how long how long do you have to live in a city before you can say you from there? That's my question. How long do you have to live in a city before you can start saying, or the media can start saying that you are from there? Um, Now, if you're born and raised there, of course you are from that city. Of course you are a native of that city and state. If you are born and raised there, you are a native. Let's be clear what you are. Also, you are also not just a native, but in all the United States treaties and federal documents, when it came to darker colored people in America, you are referred to as natives, or you are referred to under some particular tribe, or you are referred to as simply Negro. And though and that language is always binding upon the United States government when you seek to deal, or when we seek to deal with with the United States government. United States government has never adopted um, the United States government has never went into a treaty with the darker skinned people here in America and adopted the name African American. Nowhere has the United States government uh, sought to um, implement and adopt up under a particular type of treaty or recognize anything for darker skinned people up under the language African American. African American was once thought to be used in I think it was a Philadelphia Journal newspaper. It was an abolitionist newspaper, and he supposed to have been a writer, a black writer, and he used Afro America allegedly. This is where it started from. But once again, one just making a statement or calling someone or making up a term and calling someone that isn't doesn't make that person that or make that race that. One just don't wake up and say today, hey, we're gonna call y'all the African Americans, or they don't wake up one day and say, hey, we just gonna call y'all the black people. They just wake up one day, you just give me a name and continues to just change it. But what does the documents that the United States government has went into different type of treaties and adoptions with? The United States government has never went up on any type of treaty representing the darker colored people over here in America as African Americans. We have always been recognized as either native or up under some type of tribe or up under simply Negro. The facts of the matter is that is our tribe at this moment, Negro. Up under these documents, up under these treaties, specifically probably the Treaty of 1866 with the Choctaws and the Chickasaws. If I'm pronouncing that right, I might have chopped it up. Up under those two tribes, the United States government went into a treaty with giving out land and the 40 acres in the mirror, what they was talking about us, the original people. Why am I talking about all this? Because once again, you cannot allow anyone to just walk up and tell you are African American. Okay, you've never been to Africa, you don't know anything about Africa. Africa is a continent. You know, the state, you would then have to break down what city or state that you are from, country that you are from over in Africa. You know, the facts of the matter, if you over here in America, you was the original native over here in America. The tribes that's over here in America, the Indian tribes that's over here that traveled over here and landed in America and began to build in America and built great monuments, great structured buildings, produced great crops, came with great inventions, was all the original people, the native people of America, which is referred to right now in America as African Americans, which is a terminology that no one should never acknowledge. African Americans is just a terminology somebody walked up and stated out their mouth one day, and people caught hold to it, and that was in they began to call you African American, or began to call us African Americans. That is wrong. That is deceitful. That is not right. Come on, what's going on, YouTube? I don't see nobody out there. Nobody talking to me on YouTube, huh? Y'all don't like me on YouTube. I just dropped some jewels for y'all, for real. I have some jewels I want to drop as well. I want to drop some jewels today about a particular topic. But I don't like YouTube. I'm telling you. It's too political. You have to for real, to really get on YouTube, you have to sell your soul on YouTube. You know, you have to get with these agencies, you know, who want you to do particular things within these agencies that possess darkness like Hollywood. These new agencies that put podcast people on, it's like the new Hollywood. You know, you have to do something strange in order to get your podcast really popping, in order to get your YouTube page really popping. You get with these agencies that could put you on, and you have to do something really strange like in Hollywood. It's the same thing, but then they scaled it down. So you all have to really understand where we're going with this, you know. That's why everybody's talking about Hollywood and the dirt going on in Hollywood, because it's time for the changing of a guard. It's time to burn that entity down and start anew. But the anew has already started. The new Hollywood is the podcast game. It's the YouTube page. It's the what's the other one that they would be doing, that they be doing now? The women be doing. OnlyFans. You know, this becomes the new Hollywood. You know, becoming the famous new TikToker. This is the new Hollywood. Because the people that rise up in these podcasts and this podcast game, that rise up with these big budgets and this big money, you have to understand, once again, it's the same entity. It's the same dark forces, just operating through hubs now. Hubs. Operating through agencies to put these podcasters and to put these YouTubers and these TikTokers all the way on. So, you know, don't be fooled that this stuff is all organic. This is not all organic. Just like we was once fooled that, you know, people that was making it in Hollywood, it was all organic. You know, they just natural talent. You know, but come to really find out now, they had to do, even in the music industry and in Hollywood, they all have to do something strange You know, as they say, for a little change. And that's just the fact. Whether you was a male or female, you have to do something strange for a little change. Specifically, the original, the original people, the darker people of America always seem to have to do something strange for a little change. If they don't do nothing strange for a little change, that they don't, then they always receive a little change. We just have just ask Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson has continuously sought to preserve her integrity within Hollywood. Taraji P. Henson has always gave 110%, maybe 200%. You know, the body of work that Taraji P. Henson has put forward as a Hollywood actor and as a black woman and as a woman, period, her body of work is remarkable. Well, she should have the $100 million contract. You know, I often wonder, how can she get the 100 million? How can the $1 million worth of game podcast Wallow and Gilly get the $100 million, but yet Taraji P. Henson, who have a great body of work, haven't even been given such an offer. Think about that. They offer a $100 million contract to two men who are podcasters, who are basically bringing rappers onto their podcast and asking them different questions about industry gossip, and bringing people on talking about industry gossip and doing different types of little rap shows and bringing out known rappers and rotating within the industry. It's not a relevant body of work that deserves $100 million. Yet we have a black woman like Taraji P. Henson, and black women like Taraji P. Henson and Monique, and just black women in general in Hollywood have to do either something strange for a little change, or they get a little change and get drugged. They get treated as if their body of work is minute, as if the work they put in is anything less than black excellence. You know, we got to understand this. We have to understand the times we are in. We must understand how they putting this thing down. What's going on, YouTube? Ain't nobody answering them. Ain't nobody messing with me on this YouTube. I ain't plugged in. I ain't plugged in with this YouTube. I'm live on YouTube, and I ain't plugged in. I ain't connected with nobody, even though I'm from Chicago. Even though, you know, I went and did 20 years on a 30-year crack cocaine sentence. Even though I did what I supposed to do and fought to evolve to become a better person in that darkness, in that dark state within federal prison. Even when I was taught to do that, you know. It's like how the people doing the Hollywood, had Cat Williams saying, man, I'm just trying to do the right thing, man. I'm just trying to get by, you know. Hey, I want to bring my best genuinely. You know, I don't want to have to do anything strange. I want to just, the same thing with me, you know. I just had to go do my time, you know. I had to fight through all a bunch of demons, but I fought through every single day. And I'm out here giving y'all my best, you know. And they still want me to sell. They want me to sell my soul to be a known podcaster. They want me to sell my soul to be a known motivational speaker. They want me to sell my soul to be a known revolutionary. They want me to sell my soul to be a known one to preach to the people. Think about that, man. They want me to sell my soul. They want me to sell my soul to be that type of person. You know, they want me to sell my soul to be an Al Sharpton and a Jesse Jackson who once rolled with the king, who once rode with the king, and yet has been gatekeepers of the black people communities, where they have allowed black people to only rise so far politically and economically. The gatekeepers also put that name on us, African American. Jesse Jackson did that. The gatekeepers did that. The gatekeepers haven't evolved us into greatness. The men who this great man this great man passed the baton to. This great man passed the baton to Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. And they went the other way with it. They integrated. They integrated with the man. They integrated into America for their riches. They integrated into America for, a little fame, a little talk show. They integrated into America to be one who get called up for any civil rights matter, and they get to do the photo ops to tell people to be peaceful. They are the gatekeepers who seek to keep Black America passive. They seek to keep the darker people of America passive. Jesse Jackson, yeah. Reverend Al Sharpton, yeah. These old dimensions been old dimensions in Chicago forever. Have sought to keep Black people in a passive, weak position. Think about that. Life Coach CW back at y'all. I know YouTube ain't messing with me. I know YouTube don't mess with me. I know YouTube operate up under a discriminatory, racist algorithm. I know their algorithm is operated up under certain mechanisms. They had an algorithm of those that they know they didn't pay and sold they sold to. Then they know those that ain't did nothing and trying to get on just organically. But they stifle that. They stifle that. YouTube stifle that. TikTok stifle that. The real stifle that. You still gotta sell your soul even in the social media world. Think about that, man. That's cold-blooded, man. Life Coach CW back at y'all, man. I'll get back at y'all soon. Urban Streets BO. The Urban Streets BO People Coming Me is coming soon. The podcast. I'm going to still be going live. As I said, my New Year's resolution would be that's just the facts of the matter.